Let's talk about TikTok, or more broadly, the new age of digital parenting. Recently, Australia introduced a groundbreaking proposal. They banned social media for kids under 16, a move they called world leading. But is it? Is this the solution we've been searching for, or is it just another blunt instrument for a nuanced problem? Social media is more than just apps on our phones. It is shaping the way we communicate, the way we learn, the way we grow. But for kids, the risk seems to outweigh the benefits. From mental health issues to privacy concerns, the conversation around kids and social media is more urgent than ever. Social media bans are making waves, and not just in Australia. Countries around the world are grappling with how to manage platforms like TikTok. In the United States, efforts are focused on security concerns, with some states pushing the restrictions. India took a hard stance banning TikTok entirely in the year 2020, citing national security risk. For many governments, the concern is twofold: to protect the young people's mental health and securing data from foreign influence. Parents, on the other hand, are far more focused on the day-to-day impacts, like losing their kids to hours and hours of endless scrolling and a world they can't control. But bans are just one approach. Are they really effective? Or are we ignoring the deeper issues here? Australian government calls the ban a world-leading approach, designed to protect young minds from harmful content and addictive behaviors.
Those who run these organisations have a responsibility to those who are watching it, and particularly when it comes to children. And that is why we have taken strong action through the eSafety Commissioner to make sure that these sorts of things don't happen.
But it is not just about keeping kids safe. It's also about making platforms accountable for the role they play in shaping our lives. Critics, however, argue that the kind of legislation oversimplifies a complex issue. Over 140 researchers and psychologists have spoken out, saying it could isolate kids from learning essential digital skills or connecting with their peers in ways unique to their generation. So let's break it down. On one hand, social media has undeniably contributed to the mental health issues. The studies have shown that teenage girls in particular are far more vulnerable to anxiety, depression, and self-esteem issues tied to platforms such as Instagram and TikTok. Features like likes, comments, and follower count fuel comparison and competition in a way we have never seen before. But on the other hand, social media isn't all bad. It can provide a lifeline for marginalized teens or young activists using this platform to create some meaningful change. The question is, how do we balance these realities? The debate isn't about banning apps. It's about rethinking how we design and use technology in ways that prioritizes the mental health and growth over profit. Psychologist Jonathan Haidt provides some really powerful insights into these issues. He argues that social media disrupts the developmental phase, the developmental processes, particularly for girls. His research shows that taking a break from platforms like Instagram can lead to a significant improvement in mental health. But he doesn't stop at banning apps. He advocates at a systemic change. So Haidt basically suggests 4 key reforms: delaying access to smartphones until high school, keeping kids off the social media until the age of 16, making schools phone-free zones, and encouraging more unstructured offline play and interaction. And the data actually backs him up. Countries with stricter limits on social media use show fewer mental health challenges in teens. But he'd also acknowledged the need for a collective action. Solutions that brings parents, educators, and tech companies to the table. Globally, each country's approach reflects its own priorities, but none have fully addressed the core issue: how to create a digital ecosystem that is safe for our kids, while also allowing them to grow and connect. And where does this leave us? Social media is here to stay, and kids are growing up in a world we barely understand ourselves. The bans may protect them from the worst effects in the short term, but they don't really address the bigger challenges of building healthier online habits and designing platforms that put people first. So what is the answer? Is it delaying access, redesigning platforms, or teaching kids to navigate these spaces responsibly? Maybe it is all the above. What do you think? Are bans like the one in Australia are the solution, or is there a better way? Let's hear your thoughts. Thank you for watching Fix Your Focus. Until next time, stay curious, stay critical, and keep asking the big questions.